use or drinks, there's a challenge out there now. We had a meeting recently, a security council meeting at the state level, and the commandant of NDLEA in Oyo State was reeling out some very, very, very disturbing figures. Very, very disturbing figures. And he was telling us that if you enter a place and you see plenty motorcycles and there are no people around them and they are holding, somebody somewhere is selling a drug. And I'm like, really? So since that time, any time I enter a place where there are plenty motorcycles, I tell myself there's someone selling something around there. So what do you do? But then people will pay you to feel high. They want to feel high. They want to feel good. The bad side is the drug problem. But there's a good side. Imagine they gave you a gold card and said, this program that we're having right now, this program, that we're going to hold it in Naikonuga in Abuja. Okay, Abuja is too far. Let's just pick maybe Bond Hotel in Ibadan. And they gave you a VIP card. And they tell you it comes with 3 square meals for 2 days. It comes with all expenses paid, 2 nights in a very cozy room. In fact, they tell you that, oh, we love you. You'll be staying in the presidential suite for 2 days. This conference we hold for 2 days. You're coming, you're sleeping in the room for 2 nights. All your feeding. In fact, we have gotten someone who has sewn your clothes. Just get in there, enter, just wear the clothes, and make sure you come down to the conference room every day. Just step down from the presidential suite, come down to the conference room every day and attend. If they told you about that one, and they told you about this one, which one will you attend? That one. I know, right? I'm not God. I don't know your mind. You know you are loyal to Pastor Joshua. You are not loyal. Be very careful. You will go and then come back and there's something about how everybody wants to feel okay. There's nobody to feel dia. I'm glad there are plenty of females listening to this right now. Nobody wants to suffer. Cannot now come and suffer. And that's what you have been telling the brothers. They should go and double their hustle, Abi. You too, double your hustle. Like, I can't leave my father's house and you come and be putting me. No. I don't come and suffer. One boy should not come and give me trouble. I understand. Just make sure it's the right brother that has that convenience. I'm not here for marriage seminar. But many a times, we all want to feel better. That's the truth. In fact, all the time. There's nobody that enjoys stress. Is there anybody here? You enjoy going through pains. You enjoy struggling. You enjoy running after the boss. You enjoy flying Okada. If you have an alternative that is better, you take it, right? Can you please solve that problem? Transportation is one. Okay, so something happened in Lautech, the Iseyin campus. Government built a road that connected Iseyin to Bomosho. It never existed. But the target was that Iseyin campus of Lautech, the Agric faculty. Guess what? The students protested. In fact, they actually, is there any Lautech students here? Okay. So they actually protested, even spoiled some things, and said, there's no transportation. When they came to the governor's office, one of the things my guy told them is that, SUG, I'm disappointed in you boys. You mean none of you can raise money and buy korope and be transporting your people? He said, don't worry. I will teach you how I became what I became. I will buy 10, put it there, and I'll be collecting my money. If I see any one of you rush to go and buy another one, in the next 1 year, you will be in trouble. But I will run the business myself. It was tested for a semester. Guess how many they have now? 100. People have bought. But guess what? You ask yourself, Pastor, what are the very old here? Do you have an idea? What you call capital is actually not money. Money runs after capital. Capital is the capacity. It's capacity. Capital is actually the capacity that you have to make things happen. I think I was in Pastor Joshua's former church, and I mentioned something that I threw a challenge somewhere. I won't mention the place. That I have ₦1 million to invest, and this about 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. It even has more value than now. 1 million now is not that because of the exchange rates. But 1 million then was even much more, like almost like 3 million now. I said I'm going to release 1 million for anybody that has one brilliant idea that money can pay back itself in 1 year. But because they know me and maybe they are afraid, or they didn't have, the capacity, nobody came up. But then a pastor who pastors a church, who was there, reached out to me later and said, I'm interested, sir. I said, are you ready? I said, guess what? I'll give you interest free. You're not paying interest. And guess what? Because you even have the audacity to even come to me, I will give you 3 months moratorium. You know what that means? For 3 months, you are not paying anything. Not that I should have collected, you start paying next one. No, you only start paying something after the 4th month. To now put the icing on the cake, I told him, I said, because you even came, if I see your business and I'm happy with it, this money can become a grant. He shouted. You know what it means? It means you can take it home. He paid back, actually. But what we did was that we even spread it over 2 years. So the question is this. I know I said I'm going to do a gift, right? If I put ₦1 million on the table now, I'm a practical person. If I put ₦1 million on the table now, what will you do with it? What can you do with it? Do you have a spare mic? It's interactive now. So you thought I'm coming here to come and be telling you 1,000 steps to do something. I want to feel you. Do you have a spare mic? Let me hear people. Yes. One hymn. I know it's small, but let's hear it out. Let's hear ideas.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Adeji Praise. So now, if I have ₦1 million, what I'm going to use it to do is I'm going to use to invest in a business called Makers. So what Makers is all about is whereby it's a business consultancy agency that is targeted at creatives. So now people have business, we have creatives in the world, and then you want to pump up, you want to explore the business aspect of your creation, but you don't know how. Now, for those that are even enlightened and they reach out to business strategists, they give them ideas. However, something goes wrong. The business strategists that you usually go to meet will stifle out they will sacrifice creativity for business. That's why you see musicians now, you like them when they are upcoming, and then when they become bigger, something is missing. So at Makers now, we understand the creative industry. We've studied the trends in the creative industry, and we are here to prescribe solutions for those who want to grow their creation, like their creative businesses, as proper branding and proper businesses, without having to worry about the creative aspects.
Okay, so because of time, do you have a proof of concept?
Yes, I do.
Which creative?
I'm the one that I'm the owner of it.
Okay,
and
so
then,
you are using yourself?
Yes, I'm using myself, and then currently I run something like as a test run for 4 different brands.
Okay.
But it's just only me that is on it.
And so how far has the brand gone?
So I'm working it with other brands, and I've been prescribing solutions. They have been accepting it, but currently now it's already becoming a little bit overwhelming, and there are a number of things I could do with that kind of fund. It could get proper packaging, I could get more staffs, I could also even teach people how to do something like this.
Thank you. At least you were bold enough to stand up, right?
Yes, sir.
I owe you 10K. Sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Don't worry. So this is what we're going to do. If you go on YouTube, there's a series called Shark Tank. Shark Tank. And I'm throwing that in because of what I heard from her. This is my feedback to you. Go and watch Shark Tank. And there are different variations. I mean, Donald Trump, before he became president, used to do one where he brings entrepreneurs, they come talk about their business. Why I'm giving you just 10K, I know what that 10K is because you did not give me any number. Any figure at all. And that should be the first thing you throw at your prospective investor. Someone wants to drop money. Give me figures. I've worked with also a number of people. We started with this amount. This is what we have made. You are my friend. But, I mean, what you did for me was that you spoke good English. and I like it because I speak good English. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you deserve to be rewarded for that. Do you have anyone else? Is the mic still moving around? Anyone else? We'll not be giving 10K in case you think I'll be there. But give just joking. Oh, yeah. Give him the mic, please. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for the opportunity. My name is Ajiboye Austin Adebusoye, the creative director of Austin Silver Luxury. We design and produce premium handmade footwears for style-conscious individuals and professionals. So over the past 5 years, so I've been able to produce up to 200 pairs of shoes. So we deliver globally. So what I will need the 1 million naira for is to invest more on machines, so as to deliver promptly and create a better footwear for customers.
That's brief. Thank you. Now, don't sit down yet. We'll have a conversation. So, what's your target audience? Who are the people you are selling to?
High-income earners.
High-income earners.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a location?
Yes, sir.
Or are you doing online?
Online, both online and offline. Sir.
Both online and offline. And
Yes.
when you now say high-income earners, are you targeting the banking sector? Are you targeting oil and gas? Are you targeting Yahoo boys? Are you targeting? No, I'm sorry. I should not have said that, right? But I'm saying, what's your target audience? I'm trying to help your business. I'm trying to help. I mean, this one is even more than money because I'm doing consultancy for you. You might need to find a niche. Okay, so while I attended OUFE, while I was on campus, we had one guy. I was an Awite, so I stayed in Awo Block 8. Block 8 is like Aso Rock, where the student union president used to stay. So I knew all those who served while I was there. There's a guy, his father is a tailor here in Ibadan. So he came home, perfected it, came back to campus and started sewing. He started with native actually. And then he went to Lagos, went to learn how to make suits. Came back and started making blazers, suits. Because that my side, we are mostly fellowship pastors. We didn't have much money. Okay. But then there was one guy that used to come, sleep maybe one night or 2 nights. He will come from town. His father is rich. He has a car. Some people said he's doing Yahoo. I don't know. I don't have evidence to support it. But he was in our room one day, and this guy brought my suit. And the guy looked at it and said, blazer, look, baby. Where did you buy it? He said, this is the guy that made it. He said, you can make it. He said, my club. Can't remember the name of the club now. It's not Rotary, it's not Rotaract, but there's a club, Sigma. Okay, so guy said they are having their annual event in the next 2 months. And that the men there, about 40 something, that they want to have a custom blazer. That the guys should prepare and come and make a presentation at their club. That, so that all of them can make a custom blazer. When our friend that had money left, I called the tailor guy. I said, calm down. These people you are going to meet are not like me. Oh. Then we used to do 5,000 naira suit, 5K. I said, these guys have money. Charge them according to their pockets. When you get there and you see the quality of the blazer, whatever they wear, charge them for quality. And ensure you go get an electric machine that can do it better. If possible, engage someone. He said, is there anybody who doesn't understand Yoruba here? That if he charges too much, they might not be able to pay. But I told him, I said, I'm giving you liver now. We are doing 5K, right? Charge them 50K. Imagine the gap, right? So I did consultancy for him. He went, he got the job. 50K times 40 something. Students. He bought a car. Yeah. He bought a car. It was the common Toyota Corolla now, 2006. Why is still a student? And those guys started engaging him. So I'm saying, do you have a niche? A niche was created for him in that room. One conversation. I don't know if you were here when I said I attended an event in Lagos because of the network. You need a niche. You need a niche, and it's beyond your immediate environment. You will make good money. You're on Akala Express. Start from those guys selling cars. They like to look nice. But I'm saying you need a niche. I don't know if you got what I'm saying. That is one very, very important thing. You may not even need 1 million from anybody. If you have quality customers who will buy one shoe maybe in a month or 3 months, if you have 1,000, my brother, I'm not sure I will see you the next time I come here because you would have stepped up. If you have 100 steady guys that are buying maybe every 3 months, well-priced shoes, you'll be fine. So please, what I got from what you said, the feedback you need, that I feel you need, get a niche. Carve a niche for yourself. Look for a group of people who are high net worth earners. Group. Address that group. Sell to them. I also owe you thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, doctor. Give her mic now. All right.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Okay, I said Zobo,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, but I've discovered that for it to last long, you have to put preservative because it can turn to alcohol. So I did a research and I see that there are some antioxidants that you can add to your Zobo that prevents cancer instead of just taking soda and all those things. But you don't have to add, you don't have to add preservative. So the only limiting factor is getting a solar freezer because you don't have stable electricity to store those. And when you are supplying to my market, it's just stored there and it will be consumed chilled. So it's not the type you will just make and put preservative and just set aside for some time anytime you sell it. So that is my own. So the solar freezer is around, I think, like 500 to 850,000 naira. Thank you very much.
No, you gave me a range, 500 to 850.
Okay.
Have you priced one?
The capacity, yes, I
Yeah.
checked online for it.
Okay.
So it depends on the capacity.
Okay.
Yes, I think like 75 liters.
Which
Yes.
one do you need right now?
I need one of 850,000 naira.
Granted.
Thank you, sir.
She's solving a major problem that I don't know if you are seeing it. I'm seeing a business actually beyond even the Zobo you are selling. Your own kind of preservatives, you might have to start packaging it and selling it to people. The idea now that those who have been using chemical that can cause cancer, and they start banning people using that one, and then they start having to buy your own. You might have to patent it. So it's bigger than even the solar freezer, really. I'm seeing something bigger than that. So after now, we'll have a conversation. Your business should get paid in the next 48 hours. So, let me stop there. But are you gaining anything at all, please? So, I told you people will pay for 3 things. The solution you provide. How many people have I solved their problem here today? And I did it pro bono. In fact, I'm having to drop money self. Can you imagine? But I'm saying if people know that they can come to you and they can get solid business advice that will move them forward, why not? My wife does drop shipping. You know what they call drop shipping? How many of you do it here? You are not the owner of the product, but you put it on your social media and you sell to others. My wife does drop shipping. She's also into tech. She's a tech babe. She codes, actually. She writes codes. But she felt drop shipping is steady money. Like people just call you, send something. Just yesterday, she sent something to Aja in Lagos. Guess what she sent? Kuli kuli. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are people who don't just want to stress themselves. Just want to click something online, click, and then they call them bike man, atigbedeo. Like they don't want stress. And that's the benefit of drop shipping. And drop shipping, you don't need to learn anything anywhere. Somebody is selling something, put it on your own platform. Add your own markup price and sell. As long as you have the customer, You call the person. Is he available? Connect. If you have a trustworthy bike man, connect them. They deliver and they pay into your account. And you pay the person. My wife has done in front of me deals worth $500,000. And I'm like, like on a phone. Like just connect somebody to somebody, tell your bike man to go and deliver. That's drop shipping. You don't own the business, but you have access to the market. And that's where I'm actually going to most likely stop today. And it's where I started from, networking. The person seated by your side, what does she do? How can you work together? And so for the next 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 40-something seconds, you're going to stand up, meet someone you have not spoken to at all since you came here. Ask the person, I'd like to meet you. This is what I do. What do you do? How can we work together? Oh yeah, we have 2 minutes. So don't come to me. Don't bother coming to me. You have been, I know, sharpshooters want to meet somebody. You can see somebody carrying camera. Oh, photo, yeah. How can we work together? This thing that I'm selling, how can I sell to you? Or that thing that you are selling, how can I help you sell? It's called networking, oh. We have about 2 minutes to do that. You can meet as many people as possible. Ask them, kí lẹ̀ ń tà? Kí lẹ̀ ń tà? Kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe? Iṣẹ́ kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe? Bó la ṣe jọ lè ṣiṣẹ́ papọ̀? We need to collaborate. I want to network with you. How can we work together? You are an event planner. Me, I'm makeup artist. When you have events, how can I come and do makeup there? You are an MC. Ni wọ́n tẹ̀ báwo ló ṣe máa lọ events tó máa ríṣẹ́? How do you get regular gigs? Well done. How do you get regular gigs? And as you are networking, collect number. Don't dull yourself. Oh. Let's start from here. Start from here. Don't worry, my contact is with Pastor Joshua. He will do the needful at the end. Meet people. We have less than a minute. We're meeting people. Make that happen. Make it happen. Oh yeah. You are a content creator. You can see somebody who is handling camera very well. Or you are a skit maker, upcoming skit maker. And you have been using your mobile phone. Oh, there any controlling camera to sharp. Well, you have to record skit. Meet the person now. Meet as many as possible. About 30 seconds. Collect contact. You know it's possible to think you know someone and you actually don't know them. Very possible. The man in church. Come by. All right. Now you are enjoying it too much. You can do it after we are done. Okay, time up. Come back to your seats. Thank you. You see now that it's beneficial. Thank you. Let's return to our seats as I round up. All right. You see now, you are enjoying it. You don't want to stop now. Okay, so please sit down. Take your seats. Let's bring this session to an end. Okay. How many people here One question. How many people here, you spoke with someone and you just learned something new about that person, even though you've known the person before? 1, 2, 3. You've known the person before, but you just discovered something new about the person. Okay. Tell me, what did you learn? Don't mention the person. You don't need to mention the person. What new thing did you learn about the person? She's a nurse. And you didn't know. How long have you known the person? Few months. And you didn't know the person is a nurse. Wow. Yes. Okay. She should bless you. How long have you known the person? You've known someone for 2 years. And you didn't know she's a banker. Budao. All right. But let's do this more. Of course, after today, trying, like my brother that needs high net worth people, reach out to them. I don't have time. Let me give you something that happened to me in 2021. It's 2025, like 2021. I went for an event in, of course, in Lagos, and I needed to use the elevator to quickly go do something. Now, there were 2 elevators in that building, it's a hotel. I noticed there were very few people on this side, and plenty people on this side. And then it occurred to me that when we were coming up, I think there was a security guy manning this side. But because I needed to get down urgently, I just went to the other one where they were not, in fact, maybe just one person. I pressed it and I entered and turned. I didn't even look at my back. And then somebody just told me to look back. Guess who was behind me? Can you just answer the guess? A businessman, actually. It was Otedola. Yeah. Femi Otedola. Like, I'm like, Daddy Kupi. But I just, what do you mean now? Why I be starstruck? This is important now. So I turned. But I guess he saw that this guy was a bit shocked, but he's trying to form. He now tapped me like, hi. Say, good afternoon, sir. Say, yeah, you are here? Say, I say I had to use this elevator. Say he knows. He says because it's for the penthouse. I say, oh, okay. Yeah. The elevator is for the penthouse. It's for those going in. And we are going to the top now. So I said, yeah, so what do you do? Who do you work for? I said, I work with Oyo State government. I said, you're a civil servant. I said, I'm not really a public servant. He said, your governor, he was here 2 weeks ago. I said, yes, we came for an event. Oh, yeah, you are with him? Yeah, I said, I work with him. I said, okay. And then, how it happened, I don't even know. Because he was supposed to be going up. I was supposed to be going down. Maybe he lost track of where, whatever. We landed on the ground floor. Someone came out and gave him something. I was to go out. He said, can we have a chat? I said, sir? He said, yeah, like that he only came to collect something and he's returning back. I said, I also need to pick. I was charging my phone. So I just dashed out. He held it for me. And don't forget, I said there's a security guy there. So he held it open. Nobody was coming. Plenty people on the other side. So he held it. I removed my phone and I joined him. People were like, you know. I discovered he actually owns the hotel. So we went back up that day. His firstborn, a dark lady. Most people don't know that lady. She's dark, straight face. Yeah, was in fact, they actually have a house, like a house there. The lady was there. It's like, I said, this guy, see how much he? We got talking and all that. He gave me his personal number. I said, yeah, let's talk. And we left. After I left that place, I asked myself, okay, so what do I do with this number? The sufferhead Dayo that I used to know several years ago, my name is Dayo in case you don't know, we want to start saying, sir, I can help. I didn't send him a message. I didn't even call back. After 1 week, I now sent a message. It was great meeting you at so hotel, so time, so this, so that. Maybe the phone was in his hand as at that time. Maybe. Because around 10 a.m. in the morning. He responded back, "Oh, that guy. Let's talk on WhatsApp." It was a text message that I sent. "Let's talk on WhatsApp." So we moved to WhatsApp, from SMS to WhatsApp. And we started talking. We still talk. That's the good news. Oh, okay, what have I benefited? That's what you want to hear. I will not tell you. But we still talk. And that has benefited my life in several ways. Several ways. And so I'm going to end with this. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 10 says, if the axe head is blunt and you don't sharpen the edge, say much strength is put or used. Say, but wisdom is profitable to direct. If you fail to work on skills, building your capacity, I'm sorry, you will struggle with life. I know that does not sound nice, but that's the truth. If you have not taken time to build your capacity, there's something called the 10,000 hour principle. Have you heard it before? That if you work on anything for 10,000 hours, you become one of the top 10% in the whole world. It's the truth. Ask people like Messi and Ronaldo how many hours they spend honing their skills, training. You don't just suddenly become good at something. You don't suddenly just wake up and say, the grace of God is upon me. That grace will work on something. Grace is an activator. It has to work on something. And so, brethren, you need to acquire a skill. Acquire a skill. And say, I've gone to school now, I'm a graduate. What do you mean? Hey, calm down. The world today is asking the question, what do you have to offer? You saw a doctor coming to advertise Obo. Who are you? You know how long it takes to study medicine and surgery? Acquire a skill. You're like, so you that you are talking, what skill have you acquired? How to talk. I'm a professional talkative. Actually, I'm a broadcast journalist. I have a degree in communications. And guess what? It's never too late to pick a new skill. You know why? My first degree from OAU IFE is soil science and land resources management. Be a Greek. Be a Greek. That's one course that a lot of people will reject here outrightly. Let them call science. But look at me now. To the glory of God, I've worked in a number of TV and radio stations. To the glory of God, there are certain programs on radio that you listen to today that my humble self actually started it in this Oyo state. They are like, this guy is bragging. Oh, what has he really done that he thinks? You all listen to newspaper review, right? With analysts, right? Yours truly started it on Impact Business Radio, 2016. What they used to do in Oyo State, in fact, all over Nigeria before, was that somebody will enter the radio station and be reading headlines. I sat down one day and I redesigned it. Impact Business Radio, 92.5 FM. That we need to start having analysts seated. That as you are reading the headline, somebody is explaining it, talking about it. And I use myself. I started as a news analyst. Yeah. Isaac Brown had a 9 to 10 a.m. program on IBR that year. He was doing showbiz and all that and all that. Yeah, Isaac Brown. The same station. He had a 9 to 10 program. We would bring guests, they would talk showbiz. He picked news analysis from IBR and went to Fresh FM. Edmond Obilo, my friend, we were both in the News Analysts Association of Nigeria. I started the WhatsApp group. Yeah, I created a group, added people. Edmond was part. Edmond was a sports analyst on Splash FM. Sports. Like, I know some people are wondering, really? Yes. He was a sports, thank you for confirming. He was a sports analyst. He was on my WhatsApp group, and having done what we had done, after Mayor moved to Fresh FM, it was like, Dayo, this thing, we'll run it, we'll run it, we'll run it. Edmond studied engineering now in UI. Yeah. And then went back to do political science. It was like, Dayo, we are running this thing, it will work. I said, yeah, go ahead. And he blew. He blew big time in Splash FM. I'm saying, what skill have you acquired? I know you are like, now you are mentioning other people. Okay, so you, what have you done with your life? I've done plenty. But I'm not here to brag. To the glory of God, I work with the governor as SA on communications. All public events, I manage and design the program. That means a lot. In case you don't know. It means I work directly with him. There's no middleman. I don't have middleman. Let's stop there. I think I'm bragging too much. Please acquire skills. Now, there's the parable of the sower. I need to round up in 2-3 minutes. There's a parable of the sower. We all know it. Some seeds fell on the wayside, right? Some fell among stones, right? And some fell on the good soil, right? Now, I don't know if there's anybody, if you watch, there's something called The Platform. Pastor Kojo Yemade every year. Now, the last one they held, he brought a guy. I like that guy. He told a story about a king who wanted to choose the next leader. And he called 3 people. He gave them seeds and said, go and plant this seed. The tree that grows from this seed, the tallest one, will be the king. Anybody who owns the tree that becomes the tallest will become the king. And they went to plant. 1 year went, nothing happened. 2nd year, he called them and said, what's going on? 2 people, somehow, they managed to make some trees happen. One was not too tall, one was tall. One, nothing happened at all. He now called them and said, okay, you, Mr. Big Tree, how did you do it? He said, yeah, actually, when you gave us the seed, it didn't really work out on time. So I felt, well, since it's the same seed of the trees that we have around, I wanted to get another one. I planted it and it's growing. So, okay, you, that your tree is not too tall. Say, I learned from him since you asked for results. So, me too, I went to get later on, and my tree is working. So, okay, Mr. Last one, how come nothing has happened? Say, sir, the seed you gave us, I'm not sure is okay. I planted it, I watered it, I ensured, but nothing happened. The king said, well, the man whose tree did not grow at all will be the next king. They're like, what school of thought is that? He said, all you, the remaining 2, you were willing to manufacture progress, irrespective of how it happened. And I'm ending with this story. I've told you what you need to do: acquire capacity, develop skills, you make money, you do well. Never, ever compromise on your integrity. People will give you options, like those people who want to get other seeds to plant tree. The king told them at the end of the day, the seed I gave all of you have been boiled. You know what it means? When you boil a seed, it can never grow. So I was not expecting anything to grow. When I saw you progressing, I knew you had cheated. Don't cheat your way up. Because the faster the person who cheats his way up, the faster he rises, is the faster he will fall. There's something called meteoric rise. Falling star. Okay, shh. And so you go crash you. Because there's no foundation. So, while other people will talk to you today, and you want to pick things, please don't be in a hurry to manufacture progress where you have not built the foundation. Never be in a hurry to manufacture success without paying the price. People will offer you options. It's called life. They will offer you options. They are probably offering you options as we speak right now. You probably have some offers to cut corners. You probably have offers to go do something that inside you know is wrong. Please don't take those options. Choose to walk your way to the top. And I believe that after today's session, after all that you will hear today, you will agree with me. Challenges are not roadblocks. No. They are stepping stones to. If you have played Mario before, there are some things you jump on, it takes you higher. That small obstacle in front of you is not to stop you. It's actually to help you launch further. I wish you all the best, and I believe by the next time we'll be meeting. In fact, it's you people now that will be paying me. You will be appreciating me. The next time we'll meet at the penthouse. You remember the penthouse? We won't meet at the ground floor. We won't meet at just the first floor. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for having me.
Church, can we rise and appreciate Pastor Debo Ogunbowale? Church, can please rise? Can we please rise? Let's please have our seat. Thank you very much, sir. Actually, by the grace of God, this is not the first time I'll be listening to Pastor Debo Ogunbowale speak. I think the last time I heard you was at Duke's conference at Rehoboth, when Pastor Joshua was still at Rehoboth. And you made mention of a few things that stood with me. And by the grace of God, I started 2 businesses in the last 2 years. I went into agriculture, whereby nobody wants to go into agriculture. I started nursery cocoa seedlings. And by the grace of God, they are doing very fine. The money I made from the cocoa, I started another business with it, and by the grace of God, it's doing very fine. Thank you very much, sir. The Lord will sharpen your vision in the name of Jesus, and will not disappoint you. Thank you, sir. Right now, if we're going to be taking questions from 2 or 1 person, just 2 questions or 1 because of our time. Because right now, after now, we are going to finances. Any question from anybody? Question. I have a question. I think about a month ago, the CEO of Money Point stood on the platform and made some very salient points. A lot of people kick against it. But after I listened to it over and over again, with a church mind, I didn't see anything that was awful. My opinion, that was a huge challenge for me to go and stretch beyond borders. So I like that we hear from Pastor Debo Ogunbowale to just make few points on that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. That was Tosin any other Money Point. Just so you know, for most people don't know that Tosin is an Ibadan boy. He attended command. Yeah. Ibadan boy, point blank. So he actually grew up here. And the statement he made that they wanted to employ for certain positions and the capacities were not available. Some people are like, it's a lie. There was a Poton country. Hello, can you do it? For those who are here when I started, I mentioned a job opportunity that was sent to me from the US just last night. They were looking for video editors. Someone, should be able to use the regular softwares and all that, and can deliver in 4 hours. Like, they call you now, and they just send you key details, and you are supposed to submit in 4 hours, unfailingly. And they also can work under pressure. The money looks good. In fact, it's actually good. $10,000 every 2 weeks. Good money. But can you make it happen? I shared it because Pastor Joshua is not here. One of his boys got a job as a graphic designer sometimes and was working for some people abroad. And all of a sudden, we are collecting dollar. Not a generator. Like, if it's to go and collect it, they were paying the guy, I think, maybe $500 per design. Per design. Brilliant guy. Very nice designs. My laptop. Say, God, see what we are talking about. So that guy had the capacity, but I don't know. And they call Ogun delay. Ogun delay. So I'm saying build capacity. Learn, acquire some skills. Soft skills, basic skills, human relationship skills, EQ, emotional quotient, how to talk to people. I have a platform I encourage and share information with MCs, some around Ibadan, mostly around Ibadan. Like, this is how to handle events, this is how to talk and all that. And I told some of them recently, I said, see, this thing, the way you talk to a billionaire, it's not the same way you talk to your gate man. That guy is rich enough, he feels he can buy your generation. He's pride. But you massage his ego. You want to show that, my friend, he's spending his money to have you at his event. Give him that respect. And some people say, I won't come and shake back. I said, no. This is your job. You have decided to take this job. Do it well. Please acquire skills. And this goes beyond getting an education. I need to re-emphasize that. It's beyond, I have a degree. I graduated from the Polytechnic in Ibadan. The Poly. Calm down. Calm down. If you go on that street, there are a lot of people who have gone to school and graduated. Plenty. So what will differentiate you? What will set you apart? And that's what Tosi and Yolorun that was saying. That when we bring these guys on the table, when we check their CVs, these days they even use AI to even see CV self. A lot of people will not go far. Big girl for real at yahoo.com. That email address has already kicked you out. Sharpboy at gmail.com. Some people don't know. AI has kicked you out without even reading it. It should be your name, surname. Yeah, a lot of people don't even know that. As simple as that thing is. Or your initial and surname at whatever.com. As simple as that. Do you know there are softwares that you can apply for and they will give you free of charge if you use school email? Just university email. I had this conversation with someone, I'm talking too much. Lautech. And I told them, I said, see, go to your ICT center. Meet the director there, that they should give you school email. Your name outloudtech.com. Then carry it, go online, apply for Revit, apply for AutoCAD. They will give you. They thought it was a joke until they tried it. And said, they will give you because you are attached to a school. You are not using Gmail or Yahoo. Now they can connect you with somewhere. Even the video editing softwares, most of these softwares that you use, CapCut and all that, they have provision for people who use school emails. I just gave some people a rejo here now. And every institution has official emails. You didn't ask, so they didn't give you. Let me stop there.
Thank you very much, sir. So any question for any other person? Okay. So we are just going to be taking 2 questions. Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much for the section so far. Yeah, I actually need your advice. Yeah, you talked about drop shipping the other time. Actually, I'm into something very similar. Right? Yeah. What I do is that I have a plug where I get home and kitchen appliances. Right, so I want at least everybody around me to have access to the basic things you use at home. Right, even at any amount you can get access to these things. So what I do is that I get the latest product and upload on my status, and people reach out, oh, do you have this? Then I get it, then I get it to them, and after making payments and all that. So I want to know, how can I broad this kind of image, right? Because if you ask me that, do I have a vision for it? Well, I will say I'm just doing it part-time. Right, but I just want to know, how can I broaden this category of image? Though that's not that's not the only thing I do. Career-wise, I'm a retail trainer in a fintech organization. But however, I like expanding my source of income. I don't just limit myself.
Do you have a channel?
Yeah, through it I
WhatsApp
my
channel?
boy. Yes, I
Do you have a group?
No, I don't.
Create a group. Thank me later. Now, when you, this one is just free of charge anyway. Create a group where you don't post any other thing except your products. If people know that the only thing on your group is products and the pricing, what you will have successfully done is that you created your own Jumia or Gigi. Pictures of your products and their prices only. Nobody should come and discuss Pastor Adeboye. Nobody should come and as nice as he is. Nobody should come and discuss Tinubu or Seyi Makinde. No. Early morning prayer. No. This is business. Your products alone and the prices. Then reach out to people, add them. You know WhatsApp now is almost unlimited. Add as many people. Add me. Add people. But make sure the only thing on that group should be your products. Let's see what happened in 1 month time.
All right, sir. Do I have to seek permission from people before adding them?
Yes. Call them or send them a message. I have this group where I post what I sell. Would you like that I had you? They say yes, go ahead. Because if you don't ask them, they have every right to exit. Okay? But ask them, had them, and move on. Okay?
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
The last person. Thank you very much, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. So you talked about not government,
Not
blaming the government.
okay.
So I want to ask that, can you really outsmart the failing system?
That's a big question, especially because I work with government. But see, you can't. You cannot. You can't outsmart a failing government. However, there's a story in the Bible about lepers. They said, shall we wait here and die here? That's our situation in Nigeria. Would you rather sit down and be complaining about the bad system? Would you prefer that? And expecting a Messiah to come. I don't know how often you have voted in this country. We have always expected a Messiah. I'm one of those who expected or thought that Buhari would be a Messiah. I campaigned for him. Was he a Messiah? So, we have an option. Can we sit down and begin to complain and talk? When last did you visit a newspaper stand at the roadside? Everybody has something bad to say. But would you rather remain there like those lepers or move on with your life and see if there's something in that camp that can better your life? Can you outsmart a bad government? No. But can you make your life better? Yes, it's in your hand. All of us, our life is in our hands. On the street where you live, people are buying land. They are building houses. Alai? Are they all thieves? Akala Express. Almost every 100 meters, they are selling cars. People are buying it too. And they are not all thieves. They are making good money. As a matter of fact, the world is now a global village. More global. Globally interconnected than 10 years ago. You can be seated right here and you are making money from Finland. I have a friend, his son graduated from Covenant University. Paid a lot of money to get the guy to graduate. But the guy said, no, sir. I'm not going to work for anybody. I don't want to work with anybody. Guess what he wanted to be doing? He's a skit maker. Said he wants to be doing skits. And so eventually we discovered with the father, my friend, that see, guy, but for long. If this is what he wants to do, don't force him. Buy him a quality camera. Get him a crew. And let this guy do what he wants to do with his life. Let him move on. There are young boys that you all know now, young girls, that probably didn't even go to good school. And they are doing streaming. Making dollars. Do I have an issue with them? No. But can we be wise? Can we be wise? And pick some things from whatever they are doing and use it to better our lives? Do you know if there's someone here who is a streamer? I don't want to mention any names. That's why I'm trying to avoid mentioning name. I'm not doing advert for anybody. If there's someone here who has maybe 100,000 followers, and as I started streaming here, we probably will not be able to manage crowd here. So can you start something rather than continue complaining? Complaining is business, in case you don't know, for some people. Like protest is business. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, it's business. People get paid to protest. They're like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. But while you are protesting and you have your rights, please work on getting a better life. And that is why I'm here today. Try and make your life better. I'll end with this. And I think that's the last question, right? On political platforms, so people will come and say, we work for you. When you wanted to employ people, you want to bring technocrats. They are talking about people like me. That they brought us from outside and said you should come and work. One day my guy answered them. He said there's a difference between politics and governance. For politics, we need loud mouths. People can shout. For governance, we need professionals. When the chips are down and they need to get things done, they will go and look for a professional. People like Pastor Taiwo Yedele, who was working in KPMG. Entered government, helped to build a tax reform bill. Now he's the Minister of Finance. He didn't campaign. He didn't carry placard. He had something doing. When you are good at what you do, they will look for you. Daniel served how many kings? He served 5 kings, back to back, back to back, back to back. He had something to offer. He had something to offer. So my question is, what do you have to offer? You have every right to complain. It's your right to protest. But what do you have to offer? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We're glad to have you. It's a privilege to have you here, sir. God bless you, sir.
Again, let's give a round of applause to Pastor Dayo Ogunbowale for leading us in the session Capacity Building. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you greatly in Jesus' name. Moving on to the next session, which would be on finance. Please, let's make welcome Mr. Tosin Ajimo Samuel as he takes us on the next session. Thank you very much.
Wow. It is a great privilege to stand before the people of God. No, I'm so happy to be here. When Pastor Tommy told me about this, I wanted to decline. I was like, I've never done this before. He was like, yeah, you have to do it. You don't have a choice. So today we'll be talking about stock investment, basically. Stock investment. We'll be talking about stock investment. My daddy said something before he left. See, formal education will make you a living. Why self-education will make you a fortune? And your daily habit is a secret to success or failure. Success is hidden in a daily habit. Your daily habit will shape your identity. Your identity is who you are. So, stock investment. I've had a lot of people say stock is gambling. Why do you want to invest in stock? It's like you are putting your money in a platform where somebody can just, rip you off, something like that. See, even God expects us to multiply. What he gives us, he expects us to multiply. Like a servant that was given the money, he buried the money and it was coded. The ones that invested in money, they were rewarded. So basically, that's what stock investment is all about. Okay, I want to do something very quick now. How many of us here bought data, internet data or airtime in the last 48 hours? please signify by raising up your hands. If you have bought data or internet or like airtime in the last 48 hours, please, let it be above your head, please. Okay. Please keep that hands up if you have shares with MTN or Airtel. Wow, that's brilliant. Wow. Wow. Sorry. A minute, please. So, stock investing, it simply means you buying a piece of share from a working company or a working business. Like you partially having a ownership of a piece of company. That's what stock investment means. Like you are buying a share from them. And why do they list shares for people to buy? There's something we call IPO, initial public offering. They list out shares for people to buy in order to enhance their operations. Because just like they need money. How many of us here know that you can actually borrow federal government money? Like you can borrow them money. Okay. Okay. So, like federal government now, if you want to borrow them money, there's something we call government bond. Government bond. Basically what they do is they pull funds from public to initiate project like infrastructure, power. So, and it's fully backed with faith, with federal government faith. So if you buy a bond, if you invest in a federal government bond, you should be rest and assured that you are going to get your money back with ROI, interest. But the interest might not be much, probably 10 to 50%. But it's fully backed with faith. You are going to get your money back. So that's what federal government bonds means, basically. So in order for you to start investing in stocks, there are processes you need to take, that you need to undergo to start investing in stock. You need to understand how it works. Basically, you need to understand how money works. For you to be a good investor, you need to have investing mind instead of consuming mind. If you are the type that you buy everything, whatever you see on the street you buy, you don't know how to track your spending, you don't know how money works, you cannot invest. If you are an impatient investor, maybe you put your money in something, you are expecting the investment to give you ROI in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you cannot invest. It comes with patience, enough patience, in order for you to make good money from stock investment. So, for you to start investing in stock, it's just like a farmer that wants to plant. He needs a land for plantation. So in stock investment, when we talk about land, we are talking about the brokerage firm that gives you access to financial market. Gone in those days where people, they will be like, they cannot go to bank, they go to bank, they will not answer you. There was a time I went to ZENITH Bank, a few years ago. Somebody told me about shares I wanted to buy. Then when I got there, I told them I want to buy. ZENITH Bank here in Ibadan. They were like, the guy that talked to me was like, nobody has come here to ask this kind of question. What are you buying? Shares. And I was like, I want to buy shares. I know that you guys sell shares, right? So she was like, okay, that I should give her a few minutes. Then he went upstairs to talk to her manager. Then when she came back, she gave me like a call, like number to call. So when I got home, I started calling. Nobody picked. At the point I got tired. But these days now, you can do it on your phone. You don't even need to go to anywhere. You can do it on your smartphone. You can set up the whole process on your smartphone, and your shares will be yielding for you. You'll be making money. So for you to participate, you need to have like a stock broker. Then you don't just invest with stockbrokers. You make your findings if they are licensed by SEC. SEC is Nigeria Securities and Exchange Commission. They are responsible for oversight and regulation of Nigeria's financial industrial systems. They oversee it, they regulate it. Basically, that's what they do. So you need like a stockbroker in order for you to start investing. And for you to create an account with them, you need like a BVN. You need a BVN and ID card for identity verification. For them to know that, okay, you are human, you are not a robot that just want to steal their money. Or maybe a robot that just want to, infringe their platform. So when you create an account, they are going to generate, there's something we call Central Security Clearing Systems. It's your digital vault. Just like in the bank where they have digital vault where they put money, so ensuring that nobody can get in there and steal, unless you have access to that vault, unless you are an authorized person. So when you create an account with them, they are going to give you Central Security Clearing System. It's your digital vault. Then the next step is for you to make your findings. I call it sowing and reaping. How are you going to make money? Because you are not just going to invest in stock. You need to make your findings. The particular stock you want to invest, the particular company you want to invest with. How is the company doing? You need to know about their market valuation. Is it contributing to the GDP? GDP, gross domestic product of that particular country. Then what is their biggest revenue driver? What is that thing that is generating revenue for them? You need to know all of this before you start, buying shares with them. So you can make money from a tree now. I put it this way, that you can make money from a tree in 2 ways. Picking the fruit it drops every season, or letting the tree grow big and sell the whole tree. What I mean is, you can make money from stock investment by being paid dividends. Dividend is a piece of profit that the company pays directly to your account. And it is something you can also reinvest. You don't need to eat it. When they pay you dividend, you can reinvest it, in order for your portfolio to keep growing. Then you can as well sell the whole, shares that you have. It is possible for you to sell your shares if probably you think like, okay, this company, they might face market crisis. You are not very sure if they will keep growing. Maybe their market valuation will keep increasing. Then you are at liberty to sell your shares. So we have different sectors in Nigeria now. It's not every sector you are going to buy shares with. You need to consider what is the sector contributing to the GDP of a country. Then how does the law of supply and demand affect the sectors? We have different sectors. We have banking sectors. And I'm very sure most of us don't know that the banking sector controls the world. Yes, they control the world. If you don't know today, then we have banking sectors. We have essential sectors, which is the industrial sectors. Then we have power sectors, like energy sectors. So we have these sectors. So then we have telecom sectors, like just the way I mentioned everything the other time. So these are the sectors that are very regulated, and they stand the test of time. No matter what happens, you keep buying data. No matter what happens, you keep, buying Dangote cement. We all know how real estate development has contributed to our economies over the years. So no matter what happens, you keep buying Dangote cement. You keep buying U.B.A cement. Then telecoms, like I said earlier, no matter what happens, you keep, subscribing by airtime internet data. Then food sectors, agricultural sectors. We cannot live without food. Is there anybody here that can live without food? So, yes. So these are the sectors that are very, very, essential. Like, I call them blue chip sectors. If you want to invest, you want to start investing in stock, because you're not just going to invest in a random company. What if it collapses? Your money is gone. So you need to make your findings, do your own research about that company. Like I said, valuation is very, very important. You call it market capitalization, market cap. Has it been increasing over the year? Has there been an increase in their market cap? 5 years ago, what was their market cap? 4 years ago, what was their market cap? This year now, what is their market cap? Has there been an increase? If you are able to evaluate this, then you are good to go. Then diversification, like I said, your ability to diversify your portfolio is very, very important. You are not going to put all your eggs in one basket. Because if the company, goes bankrupt, your money is gone. If your money is not even gone, you might not be able to make something at the end of the day. And stock investment has to do with patience. Like I said, I'm saying this once again. It has to do with patience. You have to be very, very patient. It's not something you invest. Maybe next year you are looking at, cashing out or taking your money out. Maybe by that next year, probably the ROI you might get might not be more than 5%. All these rich people, what they do is compounding. They don't care about the ROI they are going to get. What they do is compounding. They diversify their portfolios. They have different, investment running for them. You get 10% here, 15% here, 25% there. By the time you sum everything up, you have made over 100%. That is how to grow wealth. That is how to create wealth. It's not about you looking for something that will give you 100% in a short period of time. At the end of the day, you get scammed. Everybody here is aware when MMM came, how they stole our money. What they do is they leverage on people greed. They believe that we are greedy. Africans, we are very, very greedy. You tell an African man, invest your 1,000 naira. In 2 days, you will get 10,000 naira. They will be happy. They will go and sell their properties to put their money. At the end of the day, the money is gone. They start complaining. So in stock, it doesn't work that way. You understand, you apply the law of compounding. Diversify your portfolios. That is how it works. And if you are going to invest at all in stock, like me, I usually tell people that be looking at 3 to 5 years. Like 3 to 5 years. That should be your target. By that time, your investment must have grown very well. 5 years ago, I can't actually remember how much was a unit share of Zenith Bank. I think it was around maybe 50 something naira. I don't know. Maybe 50 something naira. I can't actually remember the exact figure. But today now, Zenith Bank is valued for 119. As at this morning when I checked, 119 by their unit share if you are buying stock from Zenith Bank. So that is how stock investment works. Then talking about inflation. Inflation really affects companies. But all these big companies like MTN, Airtel, Dangote, Cement, U.B.A, they have the capacity to withstand inflation. What they do basically is to adjust. They adjust. They understand that their product is not something you can do without. You must. They just try to adjust their price. So if you are investing in them, then you have nothing to worry about inflation. But if you are going to invest in all these small companies, of course you can make money. But government policies can also affect them. Because there are things. So I categorize stock, bonds, and mutual funds according to their risk level. Stock is when you are buying a piece of company, a piece of working company. Government bond is when you are borrowing federal government monies to execute a project. While mutual fund is when you invest in a basket of assets being managed by professionals. These people have one beautiful thing about mutual fund is the bank managers, like the financial managers that manages it, they have access to inside information that you and I don't have access to. There is information they have access to. Like if a particular company is going to crash, if they are going to experience bankruptcy, they have access to all of the information. So when you have, maybe you have a good amount to invest to buy shares, you can consider mutual funds. Then their risk level, stock. Stock is just like, it's somehow similar to forest, but then it is not forest. It's not forest trading. The reason why I said that is, it moves up and down every day. So you can buy at 20 naira this morning. By the time you check in the evening, the price must have gone up. Sometimes it goes down. So it is very, very volatile. Like stock is very volatile. So the risk level is very high. So you need to understand your risk level. Are you a medium risk? Are you a conservative risk person? Do you have high level of risk tolerance? Is it that you can put all your money and you don't care whatever happens? You need to understand your risk level before even investing in stock. Then government bonds, the risk level is 0 because it's fully backed by federal government. You are not losing your money. You are borrowing them money. Basically, what all these banks do is, they pull out funds for federal level. At the end of the day, you are getting something no matter what. Mutual fund, the risk level is medium. It's medium. It's being managed by professionals. Like I said earlier, they have access to information, inside information that you and I don't have access to. So the risk level is medium. So if you want to buy mutual fund, the best thing is to seek for professionals. And we have like digital platforms that offers access to all of this. I'm going to mention them. Those ones I'm going to mention, they are licensed and regulated by SEC. Because don't just go online and be looking for platform. Some of them, they clone, like, I'm in cybersecurity. So, but these ones now, case about them. So, number one is bamboo. Then trove. Trove is good, bamboo is good. Then cowrie wise. Cowrie wise is also good. These ones are licensed and regulated by SEC. And Nigeria Exchange oversees activities, every activity that goes on the platform. Then it is not all of them that offer access to federal bonds. Like if you want to consider buying federal bonds, then you should have an account with Stanbic IBT's Access Management. They are licensed and regulated by federal government. So then I think I've talked about dividends and the capital growth. Then I've talked about compounding, how it works. Then time, the best time to invest in stock. You can buy stock, like you can invest in stock anytime. You can buy shares anytime. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is just to monitor that particular company that you want to buy share with. You know, you can buy it anytime. But for government bonds, it's timing. It's not every time you can buy government bonds. So it's not every time that government wants to borrow money from you. It's not every time they want to borrow money from you. I think they only borrow money when they have increase in spending. That's when they borrow money. So then, mutual fund, you can as well buy mutual fund anytime, provided that you have access to professionals that manage it. So you can buy them anytime. So it's only government bonds that is time based. So I don't know if anybody has any question to ask. No. If you have any questions to ask regarding what I've said so far, maybe about stock, finances, or risk management. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
What's the limit that you can use to invest in stock market, for instance?
Okay, for stock, this is something that people don't know. They usually think they need to have millions in their account before they can start buying shares. No, you can start with as little as 10,000. You can even start with 5,000. On carry wise now, you can start with 5,000. But the amount you invest will determine the amount. You will determine the growth of your ROI. Because if you are investing 10,000 naira, if at the end of the day you make like 100% ROI, that is just 20,000 you are going to make. Do you understand? But you can start with as little as 10,000, 5,000. Have I answered your questions? Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, so when you were talking, you said that we can invest anytime, like
stock.
Yes, for stock.
Yeah.
However, I remember I started investing like early this year, and especially for Tantalizer, there was a time when Tantalizer stock was really all over. It was online, and I decided to invest, and then it was around close to 7 naira. But now I discovered that it has really dropped. Okay. And like it has actually been dropping, and I kind of regretted investing in Tantalizers because at the moment the value has really gone down, and then for some other stocks too that I invested in at that time. So I want to know when it's actually really the best time to invest in a particular stock, so that at the end of the day you don't run at loss because of the reduction in value. Okay,
let me ask you, when did you buy their shares?
I can't remember except if I check.
Okay, is it up to a year now?
No. It was during the year.
It's what I said, patience. You have to be very, very patient. Like I said, it's not something you invest and after a few months you want to make money. It doesn't work that way. This is real business, physical business you are investing in, like you are buying their shares. You know, like when you have, let's say you have a business now, there are days that you will not even sell. There are days that you will not have sales. Do you understand? There are days people will not come to buy. Do you understand? But when you give it time, you are going to make money. Just give it the time. Do you understand? And like I said, did you even
analysis?
You don't follow speculations. You don't follow speculations. See, this is the reason why a lot of people lose money in stock. Do your own findings. Do your own research. Don't say because everybody is investing in it, you want to invest in it. You don't know if they have a backup front. You might not have. They might. Do you understand? Do your own findings. This is your money, your hard-earned money. Don't just put it in something that you are not even sure of. Do you get?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I have a question. So when you say do your findings,
Yeah.
like what are exactly the things that you want us to look out for? Like, are you saying the financial statements? Like, what
Okay.
are the things that we should actually check out?
Number one is valuation, market valuation. Like, how are they making money? Like, over the years, has there been an increase in their market capitalization? I mean, capitalization is the overall profit, the overall revenue they make at the end of the year. Has there been an increase? Let's say you have a company 4 years ago, their market cap was 10 billions. Then the following year, maybe let's say 8 billion the following year. Then the following year, you know, it has been dropping. You are not even advised, you are not advised to invest in such, to buy, you know, shares from such company. It is not reasonable. Do you understand? You need to understand that this company is actually working. Like, they are generating revenue, they are generating money. And how does the law of supply and demand affect them? Like, what they are producing, is this something that people cannot live without? Just like MTN now, you are very, very sure that you know, airtime, internet data, you and I cannot live without it. Food, you must eat. You know, Dangote has taken over, you know, the agricultural production. So these are the things you need to consider. You don't just invest because people are investing. You don't just invest because people, you follow speculation. Maybe you see one viral post on social media that, oh, this stock is doing very well. I remember when people, you know, started talking about this particular bank. Is it Jazzy Bank?
Yes.
A lot of people, you know, they started buying their shares. I was like, see, guys, take it easy, just calm down. Jazzy Bank, how long has they been in operation? You don't even know. They have not stayed long in operation now. So these people can just come and go. So if you are looking at investing in the bank sector, you should be looking at Zenith, then GT Bank, Wema, then Access. Yes, Access. These are the banks that they have stood the test of time. They are here to stay. And they keep expanding. I think Zenith Bank has branch in London now, Manchester City in London. They have branch there. So when you invest your money, you are very, very sure that, oh, this bank is not going anywhere. And their market cap will keep increasing. You know, they only need money for, you know, for operation enhancement. So yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So you made mention of, like, I want to ask this question. When it comes to stocks,
Yeah.
is the best time also now? Like, if you want to do something, the best time is now. Because, for example, when you talk about, like, the crypto market, there's a bear market and there's a bull market.
Yeah.
So you want to buy when the market is red. So that's what I'm trying to ask. Like, when it comes to stocks, is the best time also now?
Okay. For crypto, you made mention of crypto. Because it's not something you see. The word crypto is a digital coin. Like, it's not visible. Do you understand? So, but for stock, you are seeing the product you want to buy. Like airtime, you know that MTN has branch here in Ibadan. They have branch in Lagos. They have branch in Abuja. You are not just buying, you are participating in their growth, in their genuine growth. Do you understand? So all you need to do is just to study. Like, I can tell you for free now, the best time to buy Zenith share is now. Because last month, I think their price got to 130 something. 130, 35 naira, or 135 to 140 something, thereabout. But it has dropped now. The current price now is 119 naira. So if you are buying now, I think this is a good time for you to buy. Of course, yes. So do you have any more questions? Okay, go ahead.
All right. So my question is basically on stock as well.
Okay.
You talk about, though you didn't deal with it very well, but you talk about capital growth and capital growth stock and dividend stock.
Yes.
Now, for a beginner, which one would you advise? Is it capital growth stock or dividend growth stock? Because I know dividend is you participating and you getting something probably every month or quarterly, and capital growth is as the shares price increase, yeah, your money also increase. So for a beginner, which one of it would you advise?
Okay, you can only be paid dividends when you buy shares, when you participate in the capital growth. Dividend is not something you don't. If you buy shares, and they are not going to tell you that the only thing you will get is dividends. See, and it is not every company that pays dividends. Some companies choose to pay. That's why they pay. Like Dangote, I don't even think if MTN pays. I don't even know. They don't pay. So it's not every company that pays dividends. So it's just like additional profit. They are just recognizing you that, oh, you are part of their shareholders. That's why they pay you dividends. And like I said, I think some of them pay twice a year, some once in a year. So for a beginner, don't take your dividends out. Just reinvest it. Reinvest it. Don't take it out. That's my best advice for you. Just reinvest it. Have I answered your question? Okay. Okay.
We understand that MTN is actually a company that has come to stay.
Yeah.
Right. So when I'm asking about when to buy, I'm asking on like okay. So there was a time, I think sometimes like early this year, I got MTN shares for 1,000 and something, okay, right? And now it's for 800. Okay. So I was now like, okay, maybe I should have actually waited till like now that it's low, like instead of buying at that highly priced value. Yeah. Right. So that's what I'm asking, like how do I know when to really get a particular share so that I don't get it at an overpriced value? Okay.
The thing is, like I said earlier, you can buy anytime. You know what millionaires do? Do you know what they do? Just like the price has dropped now, they will buy more. They will keep buying. They don't care because they are very, very certain that this thing will go up. But for a beginner that you don't have much, you can actually wait for the price to drop a bit. You know, when it drops a bit, then you buy. But if you have money, you buy more. See, this is physical business. This is a physical company. They are not going anywhere. And you know, MTN has been in operation like forever. Do you understand? So, and we can't do without data. We can't do without internet. Even Glo is not even listed on Nigeria Exchange. The only telecoms company that you can buy is MTN and Airtel. Glo is not listed yet. I don't know what is their problem. So you just keep buying. If you have money, buying. And if you don't have money, just let it be. Leave it there. It will go up. No, I'm very, very certain. But your target should be 3 to 5 years. So you should not be looking at a year for you to have good ROI, return of investment. So it will go up. I'm certain.
Okay. So I believe you have experience in this. So I just want to ask, how do you control your emotions and avoid panic selling like your shares during like markets downturn or something? What do you do?
Okay. You need to understand your risk level. Do you have high risk tolerance? You need to understand your risk level. Are you a medium risk taker? Are you a high risk taker? Conservative. You need to understand your risk level. Then emotions. Emotion only comes into play when you invest the money, maybe the money that is, let me say your bread. Let me call it that way. Maybe like your rent, your school fees. If you want to invest in stock as a beginner, use your spare money. Don't go and take loan in the bank that you want to start buying stock. Let it be something that, okay, maybe this money you have a budget it for. Do you understand? Because there's no way you will see your money going down that you will not be emotional. So use your spare money. Don't use something that you cannot, spare for now. Is it understood, sir? So any other questions? Okay. I can't hear you. Yes. I can actually do that for you if you are going to pay for the process. I can actually do that for you. But the process is not that rigorous. It's something you can do on your phone right away. It's something you can do on your phone. Just get your phone, download, go to, if it is Apple you are using, go to Apple Store, download Babu or Strobe or Cowrywise. Then TROVE. Yeah. What do you say? Yeah, it's a good one. They give access to federal bonds. You can buy federal bond from there. Unlike Babu and the rest.
So where do you get your information from? Like real-time information? About a particular stock, if it's real or not,
Okay, the thing is, okay, for the sake of this seminar, you have an S account, right? Okay, go search for Naira Metric. Then turn on the notifications. Metric.
I have a question. Okay, you made mention that when we want to invest, we should make our research. Now, some of us don't really have, I cannot say time, but might not really understand what exactly do we want to research, how do we research. Are there people that do this research and can say, okay, this is the type of stock you should invest in, this is the kind of company you should invest in?
Yes, now, there are people who do that. And that is where I come in. I can as well do that for you. But I will need like self-evaluation before I can do that for you. Because you're not going to be calling me every time, asking me questions. My money is going down, what should I do? So like I said, it's patience. So you have to be very, very patient. We are going to start investing at all.
Thank you. Please, sorry. What if we invest and we see that, okay, this money is already going down? Is it possible to remove it?
You don't have patience. I bought the access.
Okay, you can actually remove your money if you want. You can remove it if you want to. But that is your loss anyways. So the best thing is just for you to wait. It will go up. It's real business. It is not something digital. It will go up.
Well done, sir. Since I want to ask a question. Is this stock and then there is an app calling Rise? Are they together? Like, because I did Rise some years ago.
Rise?
Yes, Rise app. RIS Invest. Rise Invest.
Okay.
That app, I really regretted investing in it. Because what you put in it, when they now give you the interest, when you wanted to want to disburse it back to your account, they will give you a certain what are they calling it? No, it's not limited. The money that they will deducted for their own will be half of the interest that you have.
Yeah, I can't recommend that. I don't think I've heard about that. Is it Iris or what is it?
It's US in stock, is invest.
Okay. I think I will do my findings about them.
It's not stock.
Those one I know.
So I want to ask another question.
Okay.
So like, for example, now I play fantasy football, like Premier League football.
Okay.
Just like a game for fun, and you buy players, they rise in price and everything. But then there's something like a term with that game, like it is 80% research and 20% instinct. Is that also applicable to stocks?
No, I don't think so. It's not stock related. I don't think so.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. I don't have a question. I just want to add to everything that's been going on. So I've been seeing, two people asked questions regarding the issue. I'm seeing is risk. So I just wanted to add that if people are really scared of investing in like stocks, there are other safer options like treasury bills. It's kind of like government bond, but it's not really a bond. You put in your money, you get your interest up front, and get your principal after the maturity. I think that's safer.
Yeah, I think I said that earlier.
And most people don't seem to be getting. They are only just focused on stocks and shares and all that, but there are other safer options. That's just what I wanted to add.
I think you wanted to ask a question.
Okay, I think this is going to be the last question. It's actually not a question.
Okay.
One of the stocks you can invest in, which I do, anything that has to do with agriculture. Because last year, according to research with facts and figures, cocoa went way higher, more than Bitcoin in the last 2-3 years. You can go and do your research. So instead of trying to rack your brain, just go into stocks that are into agriculture. That's my opinion. That's so. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Are you aware that cocoa also dropped last year?
Yeah, I know.
Drastically.
Yeah, I know.
So, is there any other questions? So, let me use the privilege to say this. I have a book on Seller. It's about how to have control over your money, like how to be financially literate. So, if you are interested, I'm going to drop the link on the WhatsApp. So, financial literacy is very, very important. Like I said earlier, formal education will make you a living. Then self-education will make you a fortune. So if you don't have control over your money, you are not going to be able to, grow wealth, to grow to your portfolio. If you are the type that when you see something you buy, you don't know how to track your spending, impulse buying, impulse purchasing and all, then it will be very, very difficult for you to invest. So it's just about how to make money work for you, even while you sleep. Then how to track your spending, how to understand the language that money is speaking. Do you understand? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
Church, can we please appreciate Big Sam? Can we please appreciate him? See, you cannot live a successful life without money. There's nothing you can do without money. You are in a conducive environment. Everything is fine. You can sit comfortably because this place is conducive. And that boils down to the money that has been spent. Can we please appreciate him the more? Thank you for coming, sir. Thank you for coming, sir. Right now we have mother here. She was speaking on finance, on relationship, getting it right. Church, can you be upstanding as we welcome Pastor Simisola? Mommy, you are welcome. Thank you for answering our call. Can we please appreciate her? Is that the best you can do? You're welcome, man. We appreciate you, mommy. God bless you.
Because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, oh, he owns my future, and life is worth a living just because he lives, because he lives, because he lives. I would like you to sing it like you mean it. It's an old song, I'm sure you know it. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, oh, he owns my future, and life is worth a living just because he lives. Everlasting Father, we bless your holy name. We worship and adore you for your faithfulness. Thank you for your children that you have gathered to speak to them. Lord, please indeed speak to them in the name of Jesus. By this short word, oh God, let their lives be transformed in Jesus' name. Thank you, everlasting Father. In Jesus' name, we have prayed. Amen. Somebody shout hallelujah. I want to, please, you can have your seats. I want to thank God for the opportunity to be here today. Pastor Joshua sent a message to me over a month ago concerning this program. And I'm really happy that I'm able to make it today. I actually did not come in on time because I was at a program. I had to rush out of the program. I was anchoring a program at our provincial headquarters, only for me to get to where they described to me, and we started going inside. You had to turn back again, but thank God I was able to make it here on time. I thank God because I came in and I met our dear Pastor Ogunbowale. His name sounds like my own actually. Ogunbowale, Adebowale. And I've really been blessed by, I was really blessed by what he shared with us. And lo and behold, if I had said I would speak before the finance, maybe I would have missed what our dear brother shared with us, because he really blessed me. We are going to discuss after now. There's an issue I have with shares that I need you. Share will pay Abi. Say it here. God bless you. I was really joking. All right. I send greetings to Pastor Joshua. Is his wife here? Okay, she's not here. He doesn't attend this parish. He does. Okay, all right, but he's not around. All right, okay, thank you. Okay, I have 3 of my books here, and this is Crown to Create, 22 Gems for the Kingdom Entrepreneurs. Then I have Love That Builds and Not Breaks, Understanding Relationship, Guiding Your Heart and Protecting Your Future. I have 3 steps to a flourishing relationship in that book. Then there's another one for the fire brand amongst us. It's about prayer, and there are several chapters there, and they are all based on Bible stories that you love, you really love, because you take Bible story and begin to pray using the Bible stories that you are very familiar with. I'm going to hand this over to the head usher. Please, I'm showing this to the church. Maybe tomorrow you can give it to the first timers. If you now want to buy, you can reach out to me through Pastor Joshua. Huh? Okay, if you want to buy, I have copies in my car actually. And also to the workers and the ministers in the house, thank you very much. God bless you all in Jesus' name. And I want to say congratulations to you for your 8th year anniversary, the Living Seed Church. Congratulations. Wow, 8 years is not a joke. Some parishes that started with you, maybe some of them are no longer existing, but you have stood the test of time. You have spent 8 years flourishing and growing and kicking strong. And I pray you grow stronger and stronger in Jesus' name. When they attach a time, my heart skips. Because marriage, we don't even know where to start. Is that sister? Alright. Okay. Yeah, no, okay. You look so much alike. Alright. You don't even know where to start, how to go about it, because it is broad. But I pray questions will be able to sort out the rest. I don't think this time will be enough for what I have here. So the topic I was given is relationship and marriage, becoming right, choosing right, and staying right. See, complete. How many people are married here? Okay, that's good. Okay, so we have married couples here. Becoming right, choosing right, and staying right. I take my text from Proverbs chapter 24. I read verses 3 and 4. By wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with every precious and beautiful treasure. The Voice translation says, wisdom is required to build a house. Understanding is necessary to make it secure. Knowledge is needed to furnish all the rooms and fill them with beautiful treasures. That is talking about marriage. For you to have a flourishing marriage, a great marriage, a successful marriage, you need all that have been mentioned there. You need wisdom, you need understanding, and you need knowledge. To choose, to stay right, you need wisdom. To choose, you need it. And to stay right, you need the wisdom of God. God created marriage. God is the creator of marriage, we all know. And he created it for our blessing. He gave it to us as a gift. But it's so sad to say that the devil is trying to corrupt or confuse, is trying to portray to us that marriage doesn't last. That you go in, and when it's no longer comfortable, convenient, you get out. For any reason. The one reason, I hope the doctor that is going to speak on mental health will not frown at me here. They'll say, oh, my mental health. And when they get to that point, sometimes you can't measure it. You don't know if somebody is just being impatient, like our brother said. Because there are some times you sow the seed and you wait on it to grow. As long as physical molestation is not involved, you normally say, stay a little longer. See what you can do. Pray about it. But the devil has come, the word is trying to tell people, once you get uncomfortable in a marriage, just go out. And that is why this knowledge is very important. This will help you to know before you go in, then to choose right. Because if you take time to do all these things, then you won't get in and now quickly want to come out. There are so many unsolicited counselors on the social media. I call them motivational speakers. They'll be telling people, they are the same people that will tell you how to enter it wrongly. And after you have entered again, they are still the same people that will help you to say you should go out quickly, as quickly as possible. They never thought she would marry, because she was always saying men are scum. They are scum. They are not to be tolerated. Lo and behold, she got married. So a lot of people were throwing abuses at her. See, you cannot make social media your template when it comes to a Christian marriage. What kind of a marriage do you want? So you don't look at somebody that is talking on the Christian marriage. And this thing is that they are louder on social media. They are louder. But that a voice is louder doesn't make it right. That somebody has the opportunity, we all have now to place a camera before ourselves and begin to say whatever we want to say. It doesn't make them right. I was shocked to my marrows when Morayo, Morayo, invited a pastor to one of our shows. And he said, when you talk about do not be including yoke with unbeliever, he said it doesn't really mean Christianity. Yes, I would get to that actually. He said you can marry someone that is not even a Christian and you will be equally yoked. I was like, Jesus, this is the age that we are. People just get online. You will not even go to any Morayo show. You can sit in your house, and just set your camera. Once you can set your camera, thank God you now have a good camera, good phone, and it's very sharp. People think because your phone camera is sharp, then your brain is sharp. And so whatever you say, they want to take a hook line. Don't use social media to control your marriage, to control your home, to control your relationship. The Lord will help us in Jesus' name. There is a need for us to know that God still supplies the grace for healthy marriage. Marriage is a covenant with its terms and conditions, yes. To have a healthy and long-lasting marriage, know that there are ways around it. It is not an accident. It is not something that you just stop. Oh, I'm lucky. My marriage is working. No, it doesn't work by accident. You need to, we normally say it is hard work. You need determination. You need some things to keep doing for your marriage to keep working. The devil is so much against marriage these days. He's fighting it tooth and nail. He wants to get people to discover, to say that marriage is not right. There are so many things that he has brought into it. He has so much confused people to the extent that men and men, they are now saying they are in love. So now when you want to get into a relationship, ask your spouse, there are so many questions you should ask. What do you think about men and men marry? You say, well, actually, it's not bad. You better run. Okay, run. You ask your wife to be. What you say? Oh no, they are just expressing their freedom. They said they don't feel it again. So you better run. That is the age we are. There are some questions that we shouldn't be asked in the church of God today that we are answering. Because of the way the devil has really dealt with marriage. Somebody say it is well. Say it is well with me. So, every beautiful house you admire today was once only a building in the mind of an architect. Before the elegance, the comfort, and the beauty came, wisdom, planning, and understanding, and skillful execution were put to use. The same is true of relationship and marriage. A flourishing marriage is not built on chemistry. If you read my book, you will see that. Say, we are so much in love, I can't breathe. You better breathe. I can't sleep. You better go and use sleeping tablets. Oh, they normally say love is blind. I normally say marriage is a miracle. Once you enter the marriage blindly, once you are married like this, your eyes will just open. Bam. So you see a blind person around you, bring them into marriage. Ojuomalani straight. Because your eyes will open in marriage. Our focus today is not merely finding the right person, but becoming the right person. Not merely making good choices, but building a system that sustains that choice. A relationship can fail because someone was not right. A relationship can fail because someone chose wrongly. And a relationship can fail because after choosing rightly, the parties did not know how to stay right. There is a story I heard, very funny. They said these two kids that got into marriage, they were struggling to say sorry to each other. They were not ready to say sorry. They just refused to say sorry to each other. So one day, after keeping malice for a long time, they now agreed. See, they were even talking and they have a discussion. You should say sorry to me. No, it's you that should say sorry to me. Now I say, okay, this is what we will do. I will say so, you will say re. So the one now wrote so, the other one now wrote re. They now brought it together. Sorry. That was how they resolved their issue. Can you imagine? People can be married right. They can marry the right partner. But if they don't put in place the right system, the marriage will not still work. It will still fail. Therefore, every successful journey, relationship journey, rests on these 3 pillars. And I call them, number 1, the flourishing me. And let me say the flourishing you. Let me put it out now. The flourishing you. The flourishing us. And the 3rd pillar is our flourishing system. The flourishing you, and also me, in any relationship. The flourishing us and our flourishing system. And you see, these systems, they are not just sequential, and once you obey one, then you are done. No. As you are flourishing as an individual, you have to keep flourishing even till the end of your marriage. As you are flourishing as us, the things you are putting in place, both of you, you have to keep doing it continuously, even into marriage. And of course, the system that you are creating for yourself in marriage, you have to ensure that you keep it running forever. Did you get what I'm trying to say? So it's not as if, flourishing me. Once you are flourished in choosing, then you drop all the things you used in choosing right to flourish. And now go ahead to being in courtship. What you did to become a flourishing you have to continue to do it. You are not perfect yet. You are a work in progress. So we are not saying wait till you are completely perfect before you get married. There are some things you just set in motion and begin to work on yourself. Once you stop working on yourself, then the marriage can begin to go down. So the flourishing me, the flourishing us, and our flourishing system. These pillars are not just sequential, I've said, and they are overlapping lifelong disciplines. Overlapping lifelong disciplines. You continue with them. So I start with flourishing me first. That is the work of personal wholeness. Personal wholeness. A lot of people are desirable of who to marry. But we are talking about personal wholeness. Becoming a desirable, flourishing you. When we say somebody is desirable, you long for that thing. You desire that thing. So how will you bring yourself to a position that you're becoming desirable? And when I say desirable, I'm not talking about your figures. I'm not talking about the part that you let us see. They are the part that it is only when you get married that we begin to see. Why is it that we say marriage is a miracle worker? It is because when people get married, once they have grabbed what they want to grab, they get to the marriage and begin to be themselves. But we are now saying that's yourself, that's your authentic self that nobody knows about. If you are going to enter a relation with somebody that is going to be, you are going to be emotionally connected to, please work on that your authentic self, that's your real self. If it is the way you eat and you do, and you know that when we get married, it will not be, I will not be desirable eating like that. What are you doing? You are working on it. There are some things that you know that nobody knows I do it in this church. Nobody knows I do it in this church. See, when you get married, the person you are married to will know you do it. So if you know it is not desirable, start working on it now. That is wholeness, the journey to wholeness. Am I choosing the question is not, before asking, am I choosing the right person? Ask yourself, am I becoming the right person? It takes 2 flourishing individuals to build a flourishing marriage. Many people enter the marriage looking for completion, but God designed marriage for 2 people to become one. The Bible says in Ephesians chapter 5 verse 31, it says the 2 shall become one flesh. It is not the half. People will say better half. There's nothing like better half. You are whole, a whole man. You are calling a whole man half. So you are telling me that people that are not married now, they are half people working. You are a whole human being. You are whole. The Bible says the 2 shall be what? One. It is not mathematics. It is mathematics. But you must be one. The Bible says 2 are better than 1. Meaning that in English, this is English. When we say something is better, it is moving from where? From being Meaning that if the Bible says two are better than one is good, another one is good, they come together, they become better. You cannot bring your your rotten self, permit me, I'm not talking to you directly, you understand what I'm trying to say, your rotten self, and say two are better than one. Yeah, let's be better. How will you be better when you are? So if one is good and one is rotten, then they cannot be better. But if one is coming good, another one is coming good, they become what? Better. You see people saying, you are my happiness, you are my oxygen, you are my breath. People will even say, they are my life. And you know, you younger generation, when they are saying, what will you do? You will say, tell me what you say. Aww, aww, because it's sounding romantic. As romantic as it sounds, it is very wrong. Don't make anybody your happiness. Oh. If you need happiness in this life, you better get your happiness before you get married. Because the place where happiness is threatened the most is inside marriage. Have a life. Don't be looking for marriage to complete you. When I get married, now everything will be okay. What happened to you? A certain man was behaving grossly. They now said, get him a wife. His health will be correct. A 28-year-old, they now said they should get him one 24-year-old so that he can begin to behave well. Can you imagine? See, what he's doing, we continue to do. And it will even get worse. So what are we saying? Get a life. Get a life. Do not lose yourself in marriage. Don't come to marriage and lose your voice, your vision, your dream. Come in whole. Come in with your vision. Come in with your principles. Come in with what you believe. Don't come and just surrender yourself on the table. You do me as you like. You are in a relationship with a guy and he's saying, you know, it is me and you against the world. Don't talk to them. They cut you off from your mommy, from your father, from your friends, all your friends. Now says me and you. Don't even tell your pastor. Our pastor is man prognosis you. Don't tell them. It is me and you. Oh. We are shaking our legs for you like this. Because you will still come back. What am I saying? Don't lose yourself. Don't get married. It happens a lot to women. They get married and throw it. I was talking to one of my mentees. I said, hey, so you have settled down now. People married. Because before she got married, she was talking. She has a channel and she was advising people. She has an experience that she's sharing, sharing with young girls. So she got married. She just became muted. And I know the husband. The two of them are my people. And I said, hey, I know it's not my brother that shut you down. It's just because you have said, Mommy, I just thought about my life recently. I know God has shown you. I said, God did not show me anything. It's just because you have become muted. You don't get married because, one, why would you drop your vision and your ambition just because you are married? It is most likely you did not discuss that vision and ambition with the person you want to marry. Is that not it? So when you get now say, that thing, you will not do it again. No. Why will you not do it again? A certain woman was sharing a story with me. I just didn't know what to say. He said, I got married and I lost all of my life. And it's a long time now. I don't even know where she's going to pick it up, but I know God can help her to pick it up. Because that was what I told her. Don't lose your life. Get the right partner. Know yourself. Are you whole? Know yourself. What is your relationship with God? Have a relationship with God. Eve and Adam, they did not introduce their partner to God. They had a relationship one-on-one with God. Have a relationship with God. Some people, when they went to get married, they suddenly want God to speak to them. They have never heard God speaking before. They have never listened because God is always speaking. They have never listened, but when they went to get, say, God, you must speak to me audibly. God has not spoken to you audibly. You wanted to travel to UK. God did not speak to you audibly. You use your sense to go. You were on the visa now as you are speaking. Did God speak to you audibly? No. You wanted to go to that university. God did not speak to you audibly. Now, when it's now time to get married, now say, God, I must hear you audibly. Because God will not stop. Even if he speaks, they want to run away. Do you know how his voice sounds? So if you really want to when God to speak to you concerning who to marry, you know what to do? Start hearing from him now. On little matters, on little things. What are your strengths? What are the strengths you have? And don't rejoice soon, because you are going to, I'm still going to ask you to look for your weaknesses. What are the things people always complaining about you? You better be jotting them down. Because a point will come. Let me don't preempt myself. What are your values and your principles? What are the values and principles guiding your decision? What are your dreams and ambitions? Put it down. How have your temperament, your birth order, and upbringing shaped you? You know, I can't go into all these because there are test kits to check how your birth order, the fact that you are the firstborn, how is affecting you. Let me just start and say, you know, firstborn, they like to send people on errand. A firstborn can sit on the chair and call the baby of theirs to come and pick the cup beside them, because they are used to sending people. People worship them now. Yeah, I'm not lying. And mostly the lastborn, they're always pampered. So if you marry a lastborn and you don't understand that the reason why she's doing like that is because she has always been pampered. You have to understand that. And of course, we have our temperament that we need to bring order. God. I'm not saying when you are now the lastborn, you just say, I'm the lastborn. No, please, they pamper me or they worship in my house. So now I'm saying, know the reason why you are doing what you are doing. I am a middleborn in my marriage. What is this about the middleborn? I have 2 boys, a boy and a girl ahead of me. And for a long time, I was the last born. But my family got promoted and they got, we prospered more when I was born. My father actually went to study law. He got admission when I was born. So he went to study law. He came back as a lawyer and life changed for us. And so they now decided, join lastbornism. For almost 6 years, going to 7 years, they now displaced me. So at least that, then they gave birth to a boy. At least at that time, I was still the last girl, isn't it? The now said, the now still went and had another girl. So I was just in the middle. I wasn't the first girl. I wasn't the first last girl. I was just in the middle. I used to think then that if they say they should just sell one of the children, it's me they will pick up because I didn't have any position. That thing traumatized me. As a middleborn, you don't know where you belong. So anyone that is close to somebody clutch a bayi. Oh, if I can't jagba lower. So when I clutch my husband like this, I was so thank God today. Here we go. Will you go? Are you for me? Do you love me? Are you sure you love me? See, it is last one problem. Attachment problem. But I can't go into the details. There are actually test kits to check all of this. So you have to know. You have to know your temperament. There are some people, they are the bossy type. When they want to achieve a goal, you stand on their way, they kick you away. They will kick you. You know them. You know the name they call them. I used to, I'm like that, but God is good. I now have a spirit control temperament. If you make me a leader of any committee, see, at the end of the committee, the program, you will clap for me, you will hug me. But all the committee members will be behind me and be looking at me. Because I would have told them off. I would not be, the joy is there, but nobody to share with you. Because you have quarrel with everybody. That is a choleric for you. So know who you are. But I'm not saying now I didn't. I said, when I discovered that, I started changing. I started asking God to help me. So now if I lead a committee, we are sure to hug each other and blow kisses at each other after the committee. I'm not saying I'm perfect yet, but I've grown a lot. So if you don't know some of these things, your tendencies, there's a place they are very slow in taking decisions. They don't move. If you marry such a man, if you don't begin to discover before you get married to him, begin to tell him this is a problem. When you get married, you realize that it will be a little tough. But if you discover before you get married, he will start working on himself. He doesn't even know. Some of you don't even have a clue of who you are. I'm talking about my own now. Some of you don't even know your temperament. You say, I have the temperament of God. But you go to the market, you are fighting in the middle of the market. They put something on your table. The thing will rot there because you won't take any decision. Say, I'm a spirit-filled somebody. Okay. It's better you find out so that you know where you need to work on it. Did you get what I'm trying to say? So there are some strengths that we have. That there are strengths are always two-sided. There's what we call optimal use of strength. There's what we call negative use of strength. There's what we call optimal. There's what we call underuse of strength. If somebody is very outspoken and you are getting married to somebody that's very outspoken, if you don't take the person to the optimal use of strength, surely the same outspokenness that attracted you to him is going to use it on you. He says it's very gentle. And the reason I like that, she doesn't talk. She doesn't talk. You one day need to say, please talk. Please, I beg, talk. Because she will so use it, underuse it in a negative way that will affect you. But you see, there is a maximum use of every strength. Every strength has maximum use, it has overuse, and it has underuse. That one I can't go into details, but there are every strength is like that. You cannot successfully share yourself with another person if you don't even know yourself. So another way of becoming a flourishing you is heal before you join. Heal. A lot of people are carrying traumas and they don't know. They are traumatized. Experiences that they've had, the breakfast that they have served them, they may be telling you, is still there. Is he going to work against them when they get into a really good relationship? Because they'll begin to doubt everybody. They'll begin to suspect everybody. They'll begin to think that's how that boy was doing. Time is running. So what are we saying? Childhood wounds, family dysfunction, faulty attachment style, abandonment, rejection, betrayal, even the kind of marriage that your parents have is a signal to you. To some people, it has become a trauma. If it is not good, if it wasn't good for your parents in marriage, you have to sit yourself down. Is this thing affecting me or not? Some will say, I've told myself I will not have it. You cannot just decide like that you will not have it, because there's what you call trauma bonding, and there's what you call repetition of trauma. What happened to your parents, you can repeat it without knowing. So a lot of people are just looking fine from outside. Their baggage of trauma, they are carrying it. They serve them some breakfast and they are waiting for how they too. When I got married, my parents, very wonderful people, but my daddy, because of, I told you my daddy went to school, back to school. They both married as stark illiterate, but my daddy went back to school. So my mommy just learned typewriting, and when he came back, my mommy felt she owed him all loyalty, all referencing, all respect. So my mommy was virtually worshiping my dad, and I saw it. And like 2 months ago, and people were like, "You are so close to your dad." Yes, I was so close to him, but there was something I saw when they were growing up that I did not really accept. Daddy cannot watch anything, cannot do anything. My daddy is just daddy. I mean, all this tradition, and it's true to many of us. Daddy, nothing. If water poured, we will clean. They have kata, they do use handkerchief. It's people that will clean it for them. Daddy, if you are like that in this house, better go and change. It's not right. So I enter marriage saying, hey, let me see a man that will be bossing me and controlling me like that. So even when my husband had not done it, I was, hey, that's how it starts. That is how it starts. I was ready to fight. My husband just wondered, why are you always ready to fight? Trauma, but I did not know then. It was this I now realized that I realized that it was trauma. Many of you need to sit yourself down and think of when you were young. We normally say from 0 to 10. Take it from 11 to 20 to the age you are, and look at your experiences. What are the experiences you've had that you think could actually be affecting you today? That's affecting what you do. Some people, different ways that trauma can show up. The issue is not whether you have been hurt. The issue is whether you have been healed. Some of us, we were bullied when we were younger. Some people were abused. Some people were raped. Some people were molested, and they think it has not gone. You have to sit and walk yourself through and out of that trauma and forgive all the people you need to forgive. If you can't see them, put a chair in front of you after you have prayed and begin to talk to them. Pour out to them what they did for you, how you hated what they do for you, and tell them. Imagine they are sitting in front of you and say, I let go, I forgive you, I free myself from, it's a way, it's a simple way. There are other ways, but that's a simple way. But you must ready to heal. You must understand that the trauma is doing you much harm than is doing them. So you must be ready to heal for you to be able to do that. Heal heal. Unhealed wound often lead to poor relationship choices, trauma bonding, repeating unhealthy patterns, expecting a spouse to heal what only God can heal. We only end in a failure because only God can heal your trauma. So give it to God. The third one is build a life you know. Build a life you enjoy. That is life satisfaction. Marriage is not an escape route from an unsatisfying life. If you're unhappy with your life now, marriage alone will not fix it. So evaluate these areas. Your work with God, your work and education, your work with God. Then your work and education, the work you do, are you satisfied? That's why you see some ladies who say, I want to marry a rich guy. Because they are not satisfied with the work they do. They say, I'm rich, is it not the same school you went to? When you were collecting your certificate, you just say you cannot have money with your certificate too. Yeah? That thing gets me very annoyed. Now say, I want to marry a rich guy. Say he must be rich. You cannot be rich. You can be rich now. So, your education, are you satisfied with the level of your education? If you are not satisfied, before you get married, relationship and friendship, how are they? How are they? Your personal growth, are you satisfied with your personal growth? Don't postpone your joy and growth in future. There was this webinar I did for young girls. We started in, I think, January. We ended in March. The next cohort is starting in July. One of the things that we said is that don't postpone your happiness. Don't postpone your growth. Whatever you can do now, start. There are so many free courses online. Do you know? Online, free. Instead of watching film on your YouTube, switch to training on your YouTube. I'm not saying don't watch. There's nothing wrong with watching films. But don't use all your data to watch film. Do training. There are trainings you can do online. There are, if this university, Harvard University, do you know they have free courses? You say you don't go to school. Go and do that in that. There are several things. Free. Your purpose and vision. A flourishing marriage is easier to build when two people are already having meaningful life. Do you love yourself enough to spend the whole of your life with you? Marriage does reveal what is already there. Put the lens on yourself and know yourself. Now, after you have known yourself, you now move to pillar 2, flourishing us, choosing right. That is the discipline of discernment. Can two work together except they be spiritual principles? A lady came to me and said, my brother, my fiance, that we met in church, we were in courtship together. I told him we are not going to have sex during courtship. You know what the brother said? Brother, Jim, brother. He said, well, because any big deal in it. You know, we have agreed to marry now. So, see, big deal. Brother, talking brother. So when we say agree, it's not just because you are in the same department together. There's more to agreement. Ask them, what does marriage mean to you? Do you know some Christian girls have woken up to a shocker? Their husbands telling them, I did not marry a second wife, but I did not tell you I will not have a side chick. You can have her as a side chick. You better suckle. Their side cock. Ask them, what in this marriage, what is our plan? Together. Ask questions. Some people are busy kissing when they are in courtship. And the thing is that once you bring emotional investment into your courtship, you stop talking. That thing, once you start kissing, then you start sleeping together. Every time you meet, you want to touch each other. You have closed down the communication channel. And they now marry. They've not discussed God. They have not discussed it. They will now become and then when they now marry, you now realize that you see that thing that exists before you marry. The devil is a bad devil. The devil is actually a bastard. Do you know in this age they beg people that are not married not to sleep together? We now beg people that are married to sleep together. I want one they can't keep. We will now be begging the sister. Now when we are talking to married couples, you know, not only beg them. Please, always ensure that you are having sex. If that and before they get, we are begging the hey Joe, money. Can you imagine the contrast? At work, they can't communicate. They don't know each other. They don't agree on anything. So even though they are Christians, they did not agree. Me, I want to travel to UK. I want to relocate to. Me that I love my father's land. Nobody is moving from there. I love Nigeria. Nigeria is so sweet. Oh, I cannot go and be doing house help in abroad. You did not discuss it. You did not discuss that. Would you like to relocate or you like to stay? I'm going to do my just God is calling me to mission. You did not discuss it. Mission and banking career. How will it work? They don't have banks in the mission field. You understand what I'm trying to say? But the truth is, did you discuss it? You did not discuss it. They were busy kissing. They were busy going to Tantalizer, going to the zoo. Say, they love you. How you are my oxygen? How you are my breath? I cannot sleep. I cannot. You better open your eyes. There is a love that builds, and there's a love that breaks. Isn't that my book? There's a love that builds, and there's a love that we just call it love that breaks. It's not actually love. It is infatuation, emotions. In fact, when you are in a relationship and your heart is beating too much, better give yourself gap. That's what I recommend. Break up first. Let there be calm down. If you are not careful, it's more possible to sleep together when you are in a relationship than when you are not in a relationship. A lot of brothers that have boasted that, oh, to God be the glory, God is helping me. Immediately they got in a relationship, they fell. Because this is somebody you are seeing each other very well every day. So what are we saying? Do not be unequal yoke with non-believers. It goes beyond both are Christians. Both can be believers and both must be believers. You must be believers actually. Because if you marry a non-believer, you are just marrying a child of the devil. Anywhere, any unbeliever. But it is not also all believers that you can marry. That's what I'm trying to say. Check to know. You want a flourishing house. Are you flourishing together? How many of your values and your dreams align? I'm not saying they should align perfectly, but at least there should be a direction. Somebody cannot want to go to this one. This one now say we'll find a way around. We will say when we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. The bridge is always very difficult to cross later. You know why stress yourself? People get married and they just put themselves through a lot of stress. And they are struggling and they are getting lean and they are getting they are supposed to be robust and be happy because the person is supposed to be to add to your life. The life that you have, remember. No, nothing, no. The life that your person is supposed to add to it. But because they did not discuss, they did not align their lives together, they get married and it's like a struggle. So check. What I want to intimacy. Intimacy is into me, you see. Into me, see. Intimacy. And it is like this. You are the one that is inviting your intended to come into you to come and see. If you say somebody should come and see, what should you do? You open up. You open up. Who are you? What are you struggling with? What are your weaknesses? I'm not saying once you hear somebody has a weakness, you have your own. We are saying discuss it. What can we do? And when I say discuss it, I'm not saying somebody has like 5 girlfriends. They're saying to me, see, I have 5 girlfriends. In your answer. There are some things that are sin. They are sin. They don't have 2 names. But let the person you want to marry know you. Invite them to see. And as one is open up, the other one is also opening up. Let know each other. Know each other so that you know what you are getting into. For you to have a flourishing house, choose wisely. There are different ways people choose these days. They say they are dating. They have dated all the available boys in the church. So when they are getting married, they have like 10 exes. It is in this age that we have people having like 10 exes, 15 exes. Because everybody that smile at them, they enter relationship. And once people have dated together, what will they become after they have broken up? One is my ex. No checking. Anyone can smile by we have started. In fact, there are some people who say, sure, you are my girlfriend. When did this say I should be his girlfriend? Once you are in a relationship in here. So to the ex. So by the time she eventually or he eventually finds somebody to marry, you now discover that his friend has dated the girl. His brother has dated the boy. His sister has dated the brother. Problem how day. You want to marry Tantalizer. Now I say, it's a lie. A lie? As àwọn kan tẹ̀ tó máa sọkún, some people run away. As in, like, seriously? Somebody has engaged your presence. Gbogbo brother tó fẹ́ ti sá lọ because they know that you are. You now say, will you marry? Put something, Jare. Put it, Jare. Do you even have to wait till 4 years before asking, who are we? I told one of my mentees, I said, ask that brother, who are we? The brother now said, oh, yeah. See, they were doing midnight prayer. They'll call themselves in the midnight and they will be doing prayer. He didn't say I should marry him. And this is my auntie. She's advanced in age. I said, you don't have time for nonsense. So ask him, who are we? The brother is Yoruba. She is from Idoma. The brother now opened his God-given mouth. He said, oh, I have vowed that I can never marry somebody that is not Yoruba. So all the Bible study that we were doing, all the midnight calls that we were doing, was to say, I just like you as a friend. What kind of nonsense friend is that one? Of course, she didn't need advice again. I said, well, that is it now. Next time, don't wait in 1 year. If you are a child of God, a Christian, a child of God, somebody is getting close to you, better ask him. Better ask her. She may be in a relationship with somebody in the UK, and she's waiting for the person to clear her papers for her to get married. You are one okay? Our local yawo. Clear, ask. Date like that. I'm talking about dating. I say yes, say yes, say yes, say yes. I say, oh my God, excuse me. After the proposal, they now turn them to Lord of Rings. They now be carrying rings about. One of my staff had to remove her ring by herself and threw it. I said, where is your ring? I said, it's not serious. Lord of Ring, no date. So I normally tell my mentees, I say, after the proposal, I tell when? Because some people don't have date too. You are in 300 level, he's proposing to you. You now say when? He said, actually, I've said to myself, I will do my PhD before I get married. Yeah? And you are already 24, 25. PhD in Nigeria, yeah, come on. That's why you should ask him, why are you looking at me like that? Is it me? Ask them. When? The person, they will say I'm desperate. So you are not desperate. That's why you want to wait 7 years, 10 years. Because you don't want to start. Imagine if my mentee, she's getting married towards the end of this year. Imagine she was still chatting in the midnight, doing prayer. She will still be attracted. Oh, we are so much in love. But watch out for character. Especially patterns. Did you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying somebody makes mistake once. Hey, they have told me not to talk to you again. See, watch for patterns. This person is an habitual liar. He can lie for Africa. You ask him about his mother, we don't talk. His siblings, I only talk to this I don't talk to. Your sibling, that is Ogun Idile waiting for you already. Ask what happened. Watch out for passive courtship. Why? Help me ask her why now. Help me ask that brother why now. How will you engage a sister in this church and I say, I will look for football church here. Don't let us keep it a secret between us. I am not saying come to the open and say, but at least the key people, your pastor should know. See, the reason why they don't want you to go to pastor, sister, let me tell you their secret, is because they have taken so many people to the pastor. And the pastor is on their case, you know. You know, when we come to church like this, everybody in church you can marry. Church is like hospital. Some are receiving treatment. And they are some are responding, some are not responding. The pastor knows all those that are responding and knows those that are not responding. So that's why they normally tell you, don't tell pastor. Don't tell pastor Joshua. Don't tell that is why. That is why. Don't tell her. Too much on you. He's engaging you this month. Say we are marrying next day. Don't see it as a next month. Don't see it as a miracle. Something must be chasing you. Why? Why? That's how I redeem now. You must be ready to do at least 3 to 4 months counseling. They want time. 6 months, yes, thank you. If I presently, yeah, it's not 6 months now. 6 solid months. No matter how much in a hurry, at least do it for 6 months. Time reviews. Time reviews. Come to us and tell us about their marriage challenges. We normally tell them, is this the first time you are noticing? And by the way, my husband and I, we celebrated our 25th anniversary last year. And guess what I did? I organized a very beautiful renewal vow. Because me too, I love now, but love with sensibility. Very beautiful. I wore wedding gown, I wore suit. We did everything I couldn't do then. We did it. So what are we saying? Allow time. Time will reveal. Time will reveal. Seek counsel from people that you can see that have been in this journey for a while. Nobody is saying it's a bed of roses. Nobody is saying we didn't celebrate because we are saying we have never fought. we have it's even an understatement for me to say we have not fought. To say we are not fighting. We have misunderstanding a lot. But to God be the glory. We know how to settle it because there are ways. So as I begin to, my time is up. But you promise that if I wait till now, you give me more time. So I agree that I have the more time now, but I won't take much of our time. So I have more time. Okay, thank you. So watch out for red flag in your choosing. Overly controlling behavior. Watch out for it. Excessive anger. You are in a courtship and you get angry because you have misunderstanding. And he just took something and smashed it on the wall. He didn't smash it on you. And you're like, he didn't touch me, he's only smashed on. See, when you get married, you are the one that will smash it on. You are the one. So, excessive anger, aggressive behavior, extreme possessiveness. He doesn't want you to talk to anybody. Anybody. Why are you talking to that brother? Why are you looking at that brother? Who called you? Who called you? Who called you? Who called you? You introduce the friend. He has gone to the Instagram to befriend the person you introduced to him. He has gone to Facebook to befriend your friend. He's now asking request from your friend I just introduced to him yesterday. They're not like, you're to be. He's asking for my friendship request. Kilonwaka. Just want to monitor your life. Everything is just. Yes, there are boundaries in every relationship, but over excessive possessiveness is dangerous. Excessive permissiveness. That one we normally ignore. When it's very, it doesn't have any trust issue. It just allows me to be. He's calling you, and you did not pick. He said, "Where were you?" I was with Tunde. We went shopping. Oh yeah, give the phone to Tunde. Tunde, thank you. Irọ́ ló ń pa ó ti lẹ́ni tó máa fẹ́. So be careful. Be careful. Yeah, there's this little. I've been calling you since too. Yeah, silly. He said we went to shopping. We went from there. We went to watch a film. We went to, it's my childhood friend. We are best friend. And I said, it's okay. Oh, my. Be careful. He may not have any plan for you. Separating you, when you want to separate you from your support system, your circle, he just want to yank you away. And be careful when he tells you to. There is another one like this. They will first drive you away from their own. They will tell you, don't call my mommy. Don't call my daddy. It's bad. Don't call my sister. And you are happy. I won't have any in-law problem. He knows what he's doing. After he has driven his own away, tell me how you are going to bring your mommy to that house that she wants to spend all the day. He will now tell you, have you ever seen my mom? No, when he doesn't have, he or she, when I say he, please, I'm not talking about he alone. I'm not talking about make gender alone. It's not a gender war, please. I'm just using he so that I don't say he or she. When he has no authority figure, when you are going, the second, they said we should be patient. You are not married yet. He's abusing you. Topping with your mommy or your daddy. And I say, they say we should pay. That's not the kind of patience we are talking about. If he's abusing you, calling you names before you get married, get ready. He or she, remember, get ready. You have a misunderstanding. She smashed your
your smart TV that you did contribution to buy. She was not crying, said she was actually very sorry after smashing it.